Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today here I am with another video. So in my previous video, I've talked about what all are the documents you need to apply for the universities in Ireland. And so if you're someone who is looking for their higher studies in Ireland, then this video will going to be really helpful for you, I'm sure. And in today's video, I want to talk about first applying to universities in Ireland, and after getting the offer letter, and how to pay the fees or the deposit fees. Okay, so in this today's video, I'm going to talk about all of this. So coming to the universities in Ireland, there are two sort of universities here. Okay, the first university that charges some amount of fees while applying for that university, and there are some other universities who are free, of course. Okay, you can apply for those universities which which are free basically. So in my case, I applied for all the free universities available in Ireland, and I've only applied for two to three universities which were charging few amounts. So yeah, in my personal experience, but I would say if you are someone looking, if you're someone who's planning to come to Ireland for your higher studies, then it's my personal advice to to go for universities who are charging a little bit of amount. Okay, because those universities that are like charging some sort of fees, they are like pretty much better in terms of our infrastructure, in terms of library, in terms of sports complex, in terms of overall their vibes, I would say. So that is the reason I think they are charging a little bit of fees. So make sure to apply for both the universities. Those are free, and those are free, of course. So those were charging some amount of fees, and those were free as well. So yes, after applying for all the universities, let's say okay, you got offer letter. Okay, now what's next? Now what's the next step? What should be your next step after getting the offer letter from an Irish university? So okay, let's say okay, this is when a lot of students get confused. Okay, usually once you receive the offer letter, the universities gives you around 1 month or a 2 month time, to think about the universities and to pay the fees. Okay, to pay the deposit. So this deposit is basically just to reserve your seat, okay, in the university. Let's say if your fees is 10 lakh rupees, actual fees is 10 lakh rupees for a particular course, then at the time of conditional offer letter, when you'll get it, so you have to pay somewhere around 1 lakh rupees, I guess. So let's say if you pay 1 lakh rupees while as a deposit to reserve your seat, then while paying the full amount fees, you only have to pay around 9 lakh rupees. Okay, so that fees, deposit fees, will gonna deduct from your actual fees amount. So don't worry about that while paying for the deposit. Okay, and if you want to, if you're someone who wants to wait for other university results to come as well, right? So I would say better to wait for it, because in Ireland, most of the university result comes into the same month. So it's fine to wait for at least 10 to 20 days to come out the result, but make sure don't wait too long, so that you can miss other universities as well. So now coming to the last part of the video, which is you sort out everything. Okay, you applied for the universities, you got the offer letter, and now to pay the fees, like how to pay the deposit. Okay, this is where a lot of students get confused. Okay, including myself, because I know paying just few amount to someone is not a rocket science, but in my case, it was more difficult than a rocket science, I would say, because it took me at least a week to pay 1 lakh rupees, because that was my first time doing an international transaction. So what happened in my case was like, first of all, you will get the link. Okay, when you'll get the conditional offer letter from the university, so you will get a small link, maybe on your offer letter, or maybe like in your mail. Okay, you will get a small fee link. So, and there is a third party app which is like Flywire. Okay, so in my I'm telling you my experience with Flywire. So it's a third party app, so who actually is a middleman between you and the universities. Okay, so I paid through Flywire. So that's what they recommended, actually, the university. So what happened when I was paying the fees is like, though my transaction limit was also like around 1.5 lakhs. And I also, I usually used to do a lot of payments from my card, but on while paying the fees to the university, my card was completely continuously declining. It says, payment unsuccessful, payment unsuccessful. At least I tried 2 to 3 times a day, but I didn't get it. So what was the problem? So at the end, I did my research. So I got to know that, in my phone app, actually my bank was bank Union Bank of India. Okay, so there in that Union Bank of India, the phone app, there is a small button which says international transaction. Okay, so you just have to turn that on so that your card is eligible to do international transaction. Okay, it took me a week to figure that out, but I'm sharing this experience so that anyone who is facing, any sort of issue while paying the deposit fees, please make sure that these two important things: first, your transaction limit should be more than the deposit fees that you're paying, or equal amount of the deposit amount that you're paying. And the second thing is your international transaction should be on, okay, in your card. Let's say if you're paying through your SBI card, HDFC card, whatever card you have, if you're paying through that, so make sure you have your international transaction on. For that, you don't need to go to any bank or anywhere else. You just, if you have the app in your phone, then you can just turn it on. So yeah, that was pretty much it about today's video. So if any one of you who just got their offer letter, or who is planning, who is thinking, to come to Ireland, then, and if you need my personal experience or personal help in anything, I would be really happy to help you guys out, because see, this particular channel is all about helping other people, I would say. Because for me to, coming to Ireland was sort of a dream. So, and I struggle a lot to get here. So I don't want other peoples who come from a, again, simple and middle class family. So I don't want you guys to do the same mistakes that I did. Okay, so that is the reason I'm making this YouTube channel. It's all about helping other peoples. Yeah, so if you're someone who is looking for help, any sort of help in terms of coming to Ireland, so I'm always here. You can just ping me on the video, or I'll just share my mail down there, so you can just reach me via mail as well. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much. See you in another video, I guess. Bye bye.